The ocean, a vast and mysterious realm, holds within its depths an astonishing variety of life. For millions of years, one group of animals has reigned supreme, evolving into a breathtaking array of forms. These are the sharks. When we think of a shark, a single, formidable image often comes to mind. Yet this is but one face of a family that numbers over 500 distinct species. They range from giants that dwarf a double-decker bus to diminutive hunters that could fit in the palm of my hand. Each one is a masterpiece of evolution, perfectly adapted to its own unique corner of the marine world. This immense diversity can seem bewildering, a puzzle of fins, teeth, and gills scattered across the globe's seas. How can we begin to comprehend such a varied and ancient lineage? To truly appreciate these magnificent creatures, we must look beyond the singular caricature and explore the different ways they live, hunt, and survive. It is a story of incredible adaptation and specialization, revealing not one shark but a multitude of sharks, each with its own remarkable tale to tell. In our journey today, we will navigate this complexity by exploring 5 key ways of understanding these animals. We will look at the most famous, we will categorize them by their behavior, their homes, their very biology, and finally, their relationship with us. By doing so, we can begin to piece together a more complete and truthful portrait of the shark. It is a portrait far more intricate and fascinating than any myth, and one that reveals their true importance to the health of our blue planet. There are some sharks whose very names evoke a sense of power and wonder, icons of the ocean that have captured our collective imagination. The great white, of course, is the undisputed king of this gallery. It is an apex predator of supreme efficiency, a creature of muscle and speed that patrols the cold, nutrient-rich waters of the world. Then there is the hammerhead, with its bizarre and wonderful cephalofoil, that distinctive flattened head, which gives it a 360-degree view of its world, and acts as a sophisticated sensor for detecting the electrical fields of hidden prey. Each of these famous sharks tells a unique evolutionary story, a testament to the endless creativity of nature. We also find the tiger shark, a formidable and less discerning hunter, known for its incredible adaptability and a diet that can include almost anything it encounters in the tropical seas it calls home. In contrast, the bull shark possesses a remarkable and rare ability among sharks. It can thrive in both saltwater and freshwater, a physiological feat that allows it to venture far up rivers, deep into the heart of continents. And then there is the gentle giant, the whale shark, the largest fish in the sea which glides placidly through the water, its vast mouth agape, filtering tiny plankton in a display of immense peaceful power. These are not just creatures, they are living legends of the deep. The list of these celebrated species continues, each with its own specialization. The sleek mako, the fastest of all sharks, is built for incredible bursts of speed, a living torpedo that hunts tuna and swordfish in the open ocean. The social lemon shark, often studied for its complex behaviors, congregates in shallow coastal waters, forming nurseries for its young. And the sand tiger, with its menacing grin of needle-like teeth, is in fact a relatively docile creature, a slow-moving hunter of the seafloor. Together, this cast of characters showcases just a fraction of the diversity we are here to explore, each a vital thread in the rich tapestry of marine life. To truly understand an animal, one must understand how it eats. A creature's diet and its methods for acquiring food shape its body, its behavior, and its very existence. Among sharks, we see a fascinating spectrum of feeding strategies. At one end are the active predatory hunters. The great white and the tiger shark are prime examples. They are built for pursuit and ambush, equipped with powerful jaws and serrated teeth designed for shearing through flesh. Their lives are a relentless search for substantial prey, seals, turtles, and large fish, a high-stakes game of cat and mouse played out in the vast oceanic arena. Their every sense is honed for the hunt. But this aggressive predation is not the only way. A completely different strategy is employed by the ocean's largest sharks. The whale shark and the basking shark are filter feeders, gentle giants that have traded the chase for a more passive existence. They navigate the oceans with their mouths wide open, sieving enormous volumes of water to capture the tiniest of organisms, plankton and krill. This method allows them to grow to colossal sizes on a diet of the smallest life forms, a beautiful paradox of the marine food web. It is a life of patient, constant consumption, a slow and graceful dance with the ocean's currents. Then there are the specialists of the seafloor, the bottom dwellers. The nurse shark is a perfect illustration of this lifestyle. Often found resting motionless on the seabed or tucked under ledges, it is a master of suction feeding. Rather than chasing down prey, it uses its powerful pharynx to vacuum up unsuspecting crustaceans, mollusks, and small fish from their hiding places in the sand and rock. This more sedentary approach to life reveals yet another successful evolutionary path, proving that in the world of sharks, there is no single definition of what it means to be a successful hunter. Each strategy is a perfect solution to the challenges of its environment. Just as sharks have evolved diverse ways of feeding, they've also adapted to inhabit nearly every marine environment imaginable, from the sunlit shallows to the crushing dark of the abyss. The open ocean, the great blue desert, is the realm of the pelagic wanderers. Species like the blue shark and the oceanic whitetip are true nomads, endlessly roaming the vast expanses in search of sustenance. Their streamlined bodies are built for efficient, long-distance travel, and their lives are governed by the currents and the unpredictable distribution of food in this immense three-dimensional wilderness. They really are the ultimate oceanic explorers. In stark contrast, we have the vibrant and crowded world of the coral reef. Here, life is a complex tapestry of interactions, and the sharks that live here are perfectly suited to its intricate architecture. The white-tip reef shark and the black-tip reef shark are masters of this domain. They're smaller, more agile, and adept at navigating the narrow channels and caves of the reef structure. They hunt in the twilight hours, using their intimate knowledge of the reef's geography to corner fish and crustaceans. Their presence is a sign of a healthy, balanced reef ecosystem where predator and prey are in perfect equilibrium. But the reach of sharks extends even further, into habitats that might surprise us. Many species, like the lemon shark, prefer the shallow coastal zones, using mangrove forests and seagrass beds as critical nursery grounds for their young, offering protection and abundant food. And perhaps most astonishingly, some sharks have conquered freshwater. As we've seen, the bull shark is famously at home in rivers and lakes, sometimes thousands of miles from the sea. This incredible physiological tolerance allows it to exploit resources and environments completely inaccessible to other marine predators, demonstrating the sheer tenacity and adaptability of this ancient group of animals. To look at a shark is to look back in time. Their lineage is ancient, predating the dinosaurs by some 200 million years. And the key to their long-lasting success lies in their fundamental design. The most defining feature of a shark is its skeleton. Unlike us, or indeed most fish, sharks do not have bones. Instead, their entire internal framework is made of cartilage, the same flexible material that makes up our own noses and ears. This cartilaginous skeleton is lighter and more flexible than bone, granting sharks a remarkable agility and grace in the water, allowing them to turn and maneuver with an ease that belies their size and power. This unique biology extends to their most famous attribute, their teeth. A shark's teeth are not fused to the jaw like our own. Instead, they're embedded in the gum tissue in multiple rows. When a tooth in the front row is broken or lost, a common occurrence for a predator, a replacement simply rotates forward from the row behind to take its place. This is a conveyor belt of endless sharpness. A single shark can produce and shed tens of thousands of teeth in its lifetime, ensuring it's always equipped with the perfect tools for the hunt. It really is a system of regeneration that is one of the great wonders of the natural world. Beyond the skeleton and teeth, sharks possess a suite of other extraordinary features. Their skin is not made of scales, but of tiny, tooth-like structures called dermal denticles, which reduce drag and allow for silent, efficient swimming. They also possess a sixth sense, the ability to detect the minute electrical fields generated by the muscle contractions of other living creatures, through a network of pores on their snouts called the ampullae of Lorenzini. This allows them to find prey buried in the sand or hiding in the dark. These are not primitive survivors. They're highly sophisticated, exquisitely engineered animals honed by 450 million years of evolution. For all their diversity and biological wonder, the perception of sharks is often dominated by one single question: are they dangerous to humans? It's a reputation, fueled by fiction and fear, that overshadows the reality of these animals. While it's true that some encounters can and do occur, it's crucial to view them with perspective. Of the more than 500 species of shark, the vast majority pose no threat to people whatsoever. The ones that are implicated in the majority of serious incidents form a very short list, and their actions are almost always a case of mistaken identity rather than malicious intent. The three species most frequently cited in negative encounters are the great white, the tiger, and the bull shark. This is not because they're inherently malevolent, but because their size, power, and preferred diet can lead to tragic misunderstandings. A surfer on a board can, from below, look remarkably like a seal, a great white's natural prey. The murky waters that bull sharks inhabit increase the chances of an exploratory bite on an unfamiliar shape. The tiger shark's inquisitive and non-selective feeding nature means it might investigate a human swimmer out of curiosity. These are not premeditated attacks, but rather accidents arising from overlapping worlds. It's perhaps the greatest irony of our relationship with these animals that while we fear them, it's they who have far more to fear from us. For every one human harmed by a shark, tens of millions of sharks are killed by humans through targeted fishing, bycatch, and the destruction of their habitats. The most dangerous shark is a statistical anomaly. The truth is that we are not part of their natural diet. In the grand theater of the ocean, we are simply unfamiliar visitors, and the overwhelming majority of sharks will spend their entire lives actively avoiding us, gliding silently through the deep, uninterested in our world. Our journey through the world of sharks reveals a truth far more compelling than any myth. These are not mindless monsters of the deep, but a diverse and ancient family of survivors, each species a unique solution to the challenges of life in the ocean. From the filter-feeding giant to the river-swimming pioneer, they play a multitude of roles. As apex predators, they maintain the health and balance of marine ecosystems, weeding out the weak and the sick, and ensuring the vitality of the coral reefs and kelp forests that so much other life depends upon. Their presence is a barometer for the health of the ocean itself. We must remember that the ocean is their world, not ours. We are merely visitors. The overwhelming majority of sharks are not a threat to us, and the rare incidents that do occur are almost always tragic mistakes. The fear that has been cultivated around them is a profound disservice to one of the most successful and important groups of animals on our planet. They are not villains, but vital custodians of the marine environment, and their survival is inextricably linked to the survival of the oceans as a whole. Without sharks, the seas would be immeasurably poorer. Let us then replace fear with fascination and apprehension with respect. Let us be driven by a curiosity to learn more about these incredible creatures and the critical role they play. By understanding their true nature, we can learn to coexist, to protect their habitats, and to ensure that these magnificent ancient mariners continue to grace our oceans for millions of years to come. The future of the shark, and indeed the future of our blue planet, depends on it.